We could add some metres to the 200 metres, John. Make it 206 metres. That way anyone having a crack at the double would cover the right amount of ground.
Yeah, but after 2 races, you mean?
Yeah, amortise it over 300 metres.
Yeah, make it compulsory to go in both.
Problem solved.
Hello? Dead Builder Proprietary Limited. Yes? Oh, good. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Robbo has commenced. Stay there, Mr. Wilson.
We have included an
Haven't finished with you
environmental
yet.
management system. Furthermore, as part of the opening ceremony, we plan to release dove-shaped balloons in 3 sizes. Now, these balloons will be made of recyclable material and will disintegrate on contact with water.
Very impressive.
Furthermore, the tableware at the Olympic Village will be made of apple fibre and potato. The plates being made up of 25% apple pulp, which is ideal for later use as solid fuel or compost.
That was Nagano.
Yeah, he's got that wrong.
That was Nagano.
And central to our catering arrangements for the Games, 100,000 plates will be made out of potato starch for the serving of traditional meals such as seaweed and sushi.
That's the wrong brochure.
Wrong brochure. John's really stuffed this up.
Gina's really stuffed this up.
That was Nagano. That was Nagano.
Very much in the manner of the measures undertaken at the recent Winter Olympics in Nagano.
He's good.
He's good.
He's very good.
I have met President Samaranch, Albie, and I find him a very upstanding sort of man.
He's a bloody genius, this bloke.
I'm very impressed with Mr.
Oh, well, Gina's got that in hand.
How can there not have been enough land?
Look, the starting area for the 100 metres isn't on the actual track itself.
No, of course it isn't.
Here,
Never has been.
100 metres starts out here, joins the track here, and finishes at the finish line there. Now, there's a problem with enough ground at the starting area and the first part of the track. Everyone tried to fix it. No one could. There is simply not enough land out there.
There's a bucket load of land up there.
There is now, but there wasn't when we started. All the cabling for the whole stadium comes in there.
What cabling?
Television, internet, you name it. It comes in at that corner there, the masts are out here. Goes in there. There's 1.5 tons of cabling under that land there. They didn't get it all installed by the beginning of April. We had to finish by March the 15th. We couldn't wait. We couldn't use it.
Well, listen, how long was the track supposed to be in the contract?
100 metres.
Have you signed a completion document?
Yes.
And who else has signed it?
The minister?
And does he know how long it is?
No.
How do you know that?
I tried to tell him, but he didn't want to know about it.
What did he say?
He said he saw the sporting events themselves as a seamless cloth.
That's very helpful of him.
Well, he's not going to deal with it, is he?
See, next Wednesday, Mr. Wilson, we've got the New South Wales School Championships out here. Someone's going to break a world record.
Couldn't we find some way of slowing the runners down?
What's this wee stuff?
We could actually dig up all the cabling, relocate and reset the 100 metres track so it's exactly 100 of your precious metres.
When could we do
How long
that?
would that take?
But you'll lose the entire first 3 rows right round the entire stadium.
What, the whole way round? No.
Consider them lost.
No, we can't do that.
No. We've got to do something, Brian. Take them out.
John, we can't do that. We
Take
can't
it.
afford it.
Take them out. Take them out.
John, listen to me. We're talking about 3,000 tickets times 15 days. Think about that. Think about the revenue we're going to lose here. I mean, the media's already measuring us up for a very big necktie over the issue of ticketing anyway. On top of that, I've got the IOC with their hand out for their share, the international federations begging for an increased allotment, and I've got the federal government going through my rubbish bin for what's left. I mean, you know, I was actually hoping at some stage to squeeze a member of the public through a hole in the fence, given that they partake in this rather old-fashioned pastime of actually paying for their tickets.
I'm a humble man, Master Copperfield, but I refuse to be remembered as he who ran the 100 metres at the Sydney Olympics over 94 metres, Brian.
Oh, preferring to be remembered, John, as the man who left his children and grandchildren with so much public debt that they were forced to go through their lives, denying themselves the very small luxuries of schools and hospitals? Come on.
The Sydney Olympics will have a 100 metres which is run over 100 metres.
And my grandchildren will spell.
Brian, if you run the 100 metres over the correct distance, I'll give you a personal guarantee you're not going to lose the front 3 rows.
No, you will lose them.
No, look, bear with me. If I go to the final of the 100 metres, and I go right down here and I sit in the front row, there's nobody sitting in front of me, I've got a completely unimpeded view of the track, what row am I sitting in?
Is this the 100 metres or the 94 metres?
This is the 100 metres, Mr Wilson.
You'll be in about the 4th row.
No, I'm in the front row, there's no one in front of me.
The 4th row.
No, look, there must by definition be a front row. That's where I'm sitting. The 2nd row's behind me, the 3rd row's behind that, the 4th row's behind that. Brian, if you take out 3 rows, they're not going to be the front 3 rows, they're going to be the back 3 rows.
John, we can't afford it. You're going to lose 3 rows of seats. Simple. I could run the 100 metres in a circle.
No, you can't do that.
Yes, you can. You can put a circular 100 in the middle of the track out there.
No, you can't do that.
Yes, you can. I mean, if we can fit in a circular 400, we can fit in a circular 100.
No, you can't have a 100 with a bend in it.
Of course you can. The 200's got a bend in it. I mean, the 400's just one dirty big bend all the way around. Why would someone object to the 100 metres having a bend in it?
Well, they won't run in it.
Who wouldn't?
The athletes. They'll refuse.
Well, I'd run in it.
Well, the best athletes won't run in it, Brian.
Well, all the better for me. I'm the current Australian champion.
Try and be serious.
Well, I am being serious. I mean, there are no rules that said the 100 metres has to be run in a straight line.
They will get dizzy.
No. But it's exciting. I mean, think about this, John. I mean, the problem with the 100 metres at the moment, as I see it, is you know who's going to win because you know who's in front. Now, the 400 metres, you don't know who's in front until they straighten up at the top of the straight. It's fantastic. I mean, the crowd loves it.
If you run the 100 in a circle, Brian, they're not going to straighten up till they get home.
Wouldn't that be a ball terror?
Brian, if the world champion draws the outside lane in your event, the centrifugal force active on him when he comes off the home turn will be bloody enormous. He'll rip his freckle out. He'll be up over here like the bloody sheepdog across the top of the crowd. We'll be going to guarantee the safety of the public.
Be a ball terror, though.
You're bloody sight worse than that, Brian. Perhaps we shouldn't be thinking about these things solely in terms of distance. These aren't questions of distance anyway, are they? They're questions of time.
What a...
Athletics. I mean, races are not really a question of distance, they're a question of time.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. How long's a marathon?
It's a set distance.
26 miles and something.
Yeah, is it all flat?
No, there are hills.
Where are the hills in the Amsterdam Marathon?
There aren't hills in all of them.
Oh, so they're not all the same. There's the 26 miles with the hills and the 26 miles without the hills.
Same distance.
It's a very long race, though, John.
Oh, yeah. The one with the hills is a hell of a thing, Brian.
What about the 1,500 metres?
Yeah, I mean, a 1,500 metres race is the same all over the world.
Completely different. Completely different.
How's it different?
Surely a metre is a metre anywhere in the world.
Sure.
I beg your pardon?
A metre is an internationally agreed standard unit of measure.
Listen, pal, you'd want to be on my side in this, wouldn't you? I'm trying to dig you out of a very deep bear pit.
I appreciate that.
Lift your game, son. We're going to get cleaned up by the Australian sprinting champion if you're not careful.
So what's your point?
Well, have you ever been in a 1,500 metre race?
No.
Why do you think the runners like running along the inside lane?
So they don't have to run as far?
That's my boy. I thought I'd lost you for a moment there.
That's not the point here, though, is it?
In the 94 metres? No, the 94's a straight event. You just run it in your lane. You did put the lanes in, didn't you?
Of course I did.
Well, I'm glad you've got such a high opinion of me, Nicole. But I'm not responsible for everything that happens in the preparation of these games. Nor can I do everything. Kevin Dawe of my office is in charge of the day-to-day operations at Homebush.
There's talk that his position's under review.
Look, I'll make this clear enough even for you, Nicole. Kevin Dawe has my complete support.
That's it for Kevin, then.
Yeah, say goodnight to the folks, Kevin.
You'll be right. He's got Robbo's complete support.
Having Robbo's full support's often the last sound people hear. They just hear they have the great man's full confidence and a nice man pops a bag over their head.
And we took that background into the ALP.
We'll have to talk to the media.
Well, only if they find out something about this.
They don't know anything at the moment.
Did you register a formal complaint about not being able to use that land?
No, we were just told to start there.
Yeah, it might be worth getting something in writing about that.
Well, what's the point? The thing's bloody built.
Yeah, it's always a good idea to get something in writing, though.
Well, perhaps not a formal complaint, but just something that registers that it's not our fault.
It's not my fault either.
Oh,
Sure.
you know, shit, no.
We need to talk to someone at broadcasting. there's a minister, isn't there?
Yeah, but we need to speak to the person that actually runs it too.
Yeah, no question about that. We'd want to go to the top.
Robbo.
Yeah, I'll talk to Robbo. Excuse me. Oh, no calls, thank you.
Robert Walker on the phone.
Robert Walkley. Robert Walkley. No? Panel?
Writes for the Star.
Star?
Weekly tabloid. Light-hearted mixture of racism and pornography.
He says it's important.
Tell him to take a number.
He says it's to do with the measuring of the 100 metres.
Tell him I'll ring him back when I get time. Am I doing the right thing there, Brian?
No, just push it.
Hello?
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 Hello? Who's that?
Robert Walkley, the Post.
Oh, Robert. Nice to hear from you. How are you?
Yeah, am I on the speakerphone?
No.
No.
What?
No.
Oh, right, doesn't matter. Listen, John, it's about the 100-metre track.
Oh, yeah. What about it in particular, Robert?
Yeah, well, there's a strong story going around that it's not the full 100 metres.
Well, Robert...
Yeah, the second part of the story, mate, has it that the man with sole responsibility for the measuring of the track was Kevin Nowra from Robbo's office. Do you have any comment to make?
Robert, I'm obviously extremely limited in what I can say on this subject at this particular time, and I'll say to you only what I've said to our people, and I speak for everyone here on this issue, and you can quote me on this, Robert. Kevin Nowra has our complete support.